Okay, guys, so today I know I did say I was going to be doing a video on r slash place and my and what I did in r slash place. It's really not that interesting. I don't have a full video's worth of content. I was going to be doing speed ups of the full thing. So many people have done that by now that you guys probably don't even care. So I'm rather going to be doing a video on the truth about Discord and doing a short intro about r slash place before the actual video. Let me start with the intro, the r slash place thing. Yeah, I was part of a small thing that we did in the iPod community where we made an iPod. There was also an iPod mini that was made, or a nano, depending on how you look at it. It's pixel art. It's really difficult to tell the difference in that case. But yeah, that was griefed. It was like up for a little bit and then it was griefed, which is surprising to me because the r slash iPod is actually quite big compared to r slash South Africa, which the other thing I did was a South African flag. And the South African flag stood up quite well to griefing for, especially when South Africans were awake. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't do a lot. I think I placed altogether like maybe 12, 13 pixels. Yeah, I didn't do a lot, but it was a lot of fun seeing the evolution of r slash place, and then waking up one day and I can't find the South African flag because the canvas had doubled in size, and I was used to going to the bottom right corner for the South African flag. It's not there anymore because the bottom right corner had moved. So yeah, and in the iPod case, I changed a thing in the corner of the screen, and I got shouted at from somebody on a different subreddit saying that I was doing something wrong or something like that. So that was pretty funny. And I like the evolution of the South African flag. The South African flag changed from a normal South African flag to the South African flag with Mandela. His face was on the South African flag at some point, and it ended up like that with the Protea and a lot of national stuff, and it was really good for my heart, and that I really, really enjoyed the end product. So now that I've done that, I'm going to get onto the reaction video. And no, I'm not a massive fan of reaction videos. I just think that this is an important video to react to. The reason for me thinking that this is important, is that he does raise concerns, but they're not legal concerns, and I will get to that. But also, yeah, these are concerns that should have been raised about every company, not just Discord. So I'm going to get into that just now. We'll see.
Police have now arrested all 7 suspects in a major trafficking bust involving teenage victims. Police say they found 2 teen boys in a filthy trailer in St. Petersburg, and police say was used as a slave.
You can't change someone who is inherently just messed up in the mind.
Before we get into this documentary, I want to give a quick shout out to my friend Nick, aka Soft Willie, for helping me tell the story about the dark sides of Discord. As we go deeper into these chapters, things are just going to get crazier and crazier, so stay till the end. Who is this man? That looks like the face of a gamer who came out of his mother's womb with a Nintendo 64 controller in one hand and a mechanical keyboard in the other. His name is Jason Citron, the founder and CEO of Discord. In one of his interviews, he was asked what he thinks about screen time and limiting gaming for kids. This was his response.
I think that video games today actually can really help people learn a lot of great skills, especially online video games where you have to learn about cooperation. There's actually a lot of great, fantastic life lessons that get taught in the microcosm of playing online video games.
Citron said that he was obsessed with mobile games ever since he was gifted the original Nintendo NES at the age of 5.
Okay, so it's good console taste, and that's basically what he's saying from here. There's nothing really to catch off of other than that, while he enjoys playing video games, that's not a problem. Let's carry on. this is just background of him, and this has nothing to do with the actual video so far.
As long as he finished his homework, his parents didn't care if he played video games instead of going outside. As a hardcore gamer, he believes that games teach valuable life lessons. And by creating Discord, he's giving people a safe space to grow in a gaming community.
Okay, so here's where he takes it from games to Discord. Yes, Discord is a place for game things as well as lots of other things. I've got a lot of Linux chats. There's lots of different chats on Discord. It's not necessarily just about games. But there's no denying it is focused on gaming, and the tool can be used in other ways. That is what I'm saying.
His passion is apparent, but there's something you should know about him. Discord wasn't the first platform he's built. On February 17th, 2009, he launched OpenFaint. The platform allowed app developers to add social networking right into their apps. They were dedicated to bringing the world closer together with mobile gaming. But here's when things started to become questionable. Just 1 year after launch, the network already had over 10 million users. Because of the rapid growth, Intel invested a good chunk of money in it, and soon after, a Japanese company called Gree bought OpenFaint for $104 million.
There's no division between OpenFaint and Gree. We're acting as one entity.
In the beginning, I have no doubt that Jason's intentions were pure. But when you add a ton of money into the equation, things change. Intentions shift, and people turn a blind eye more often than not. As soon as Jason sold the company, gamers filed a class action lawsuit against it. Lead plaintiff Matthew Hines claimed that OpenFaint accessed and stored unique device identifiers. This means everything from gender, age, education level, and even exact GPS location. This was all done in a way that bypassed what was supposed to be unauthorized access. They had access to everything. Jason knew this. We'll never know if he planned it, but neither he nor his team stopped it. The company was eventually shut down, but that didn't stop Jason from moving on to his next project, Discord.
Okay, this is a very good time to speak about our sponsor, ExpressVPN, because they are also owned by a company, not just that used to do sketchy stuff, still does sketchy stuff. They are owned by an ad company. Now, am I going to say that this is a massive issue that everyone should... No, this is not a big issue. It's owned by an ad company and it's a VPN. You shouldn't be using VPNs for very important stuff. And if you are, use Mullvad probably. However, this is sort of a valid concern. Somebody who has a track record of doing sketchy stuff with information, literally what ad companies do, I'm sorry, is going to probably do sketchy stuff with information in the future. That is how these sort of things work, but we'll get into that now.
From a business standpoint, OpenFaint and Discord are very similar. Both businesses were built with the end goal of being acquired by a massive tech company, and we all know how that goes. Profits over users.
I just want to say something quickly here. Up to this point, I've basically completely agreed with everything this guy has said. Yes, I've disagreed with where he's taking some of the stuff. I disagree with how he's saying some of the stuff, but I've agreed with everything he said outright. This is where we're going to disagree, because Discord is not a profitable platform at the moment, or they should be saying if they are. They haven't said so in a while, and that is very concerning for the profits. And because they're trying to get bought out, they might want to be saying that they are a profitable platform. And they are trying to be bought out by a company at the moment, or they were when they were trying to be bought out by Microsoft. And when they were trying to be bought out by Microsoft, they had no indication whatsoever that they were profitable. Meaning that whatever they're doing, they're not trying to put profits over you at the moment. The video is going to get into how they do make money, and we'll see that now. It's not a profitable way to do things, and I'll get into that a bit later.
Discord's business model was complicated too. First of all, it's free to use, so how did they make money? Well, right off the bat, Discord relied heavily on venture capitalist funding, which is not a sustainable model. Today, the way Discord earns revenue is through being a freemium platform, which means that it's free to use but with optional subscriptions such as Discord Nitro.
Over 2 years ago, we launched Discord Nitro, a way for you to support us and get some sweet perks for your account.
However, running such a huge company on optional subscriptions isn't helping them pay the bills. I'm not 100% sure, but according to some sources, Microsoft offered Discord $10 billion to buy the company, but Jason still turned Microsoft down. Forget thinking big. Jason is thinking huge. He believes that his company is worth so much more.
No, I just think it's being an idiot. No company should have ever said that it's worth that much because Microsoft owns Game Pass and Xbox. They do want to have that integration. That is worth money to them. Discord as a platform is not profitable to them outside of Xbox and that. So I just think they made a really dumb move. But okay, we'll listen to what the rest of this person has to say.
Now, we all know that businesses need good revenue to be sustainable. But Jason Citron already had a track record of illegally collecting and selling personal data from its users. So how can we be so sure that he won't do it again?
Let me stop Mr. Hooded Man with a mechanical clackety keyboard. This is where serious allegations happen. I don't believe that his collection of data is illegal. Should it be illegal? Yes, absolutely. I don't think companies should be able to do this. Is it being prosecuted in the courts of law at the moment? Sadly not. Places like Facebook do this all the time. They collect all of this kinds of information, sell it to advertisers, and that is how they make money. They don't sell you Facebook Premium and live off of that because that is not profitable. That doesn't make bills. It's very expensive to set up a streaming platform that Discord has. The cross calls and streaming to that many people is very, very expensive, and it costs lots of servers and lots of server space to do that. That is not something you can do for free. And it's certainly not something you can just pay with Nitro subscriptions. So while this might have been illegal in the past, maybe, I don't know, I don't really think so. It's definitely not illegal now. And it's very, very hard to even prove if something like this is going on in the background. People have gotten so sneaky. It's more of one of those, it's only illegal if you're dumb while doing it sort of things. So long story short, he wasn't illegally selling data, and his track record is being sketchy with your information, not necessarily illegally collecting and selling data.
The next time you open Discord, you might want to think twice if they're really putting you, its user, first.
Spoiler alert, no they're not. No company puts you first at all. Everyone is to be looked at with the same skepticism. They don't know your name, they probably do actually, but they don't care about your name. They don't care about who you are as a person. So they're not putting you first.
I asked Jason about what he thinks about safety and content moderation.
We do have a trust and safety team, full-time employees that people can escalate issues to. If people forward messages to our, or report content to our trust and safety team, we will go investigate and we will action communities that are violating our guidelines.
It's very nice to have a nice chapter layout thing. We're only going to be speaking about the chapters that actually really matter. Look, doxing, yes, it's an issue. The issue is it's not Discord's issue. It's the people who are using Discord's issue. That has nothing to do with Discord's actual thing. Legally, they have no liability because of that. That's an issue for an activist, not for me. We're going to be doing chapter 2, and I might look into chapter 5. I'm going to watch that and then see if it's actually useful information. The club controversy doesn't sound like something I'm looking forward to. So we're going to be doing chapter 2 now.
So what happens if you decide to delete your Discord account? Well, it's obviously deleted, right? Well, this is the process. First, you click User Settings, then you click Delete Account. You'll be asked to input your password to confirm deletion. If you try to log back in, you'll see that it says your account is scheduled to self-destruct soon. Then you'll have 2 weeks to decide if you want it to be permanent. After those 2 weeks, the real process begins. The user will no longer have access to their Discord account, and the username will be changed to Deleted User. Wait, what? So you're telling me that my account doesn't actually get deleted, but the name just changes to Deleted User? Something's not right here. When you delete your account, the goal is to delete all data associated with it. Under Article 17 of the GDPR, companies are required when requested to erase all personal user data without delay. This is called the right to be forgotten.
It's an article that allows a person, a data subject, to erase their information under certain conditions.
But what really happens when Discord deletes your account? All the messages you've ever sent are still stored and your username simply changes. I'm not an expert in law, but to me, it seems like it clearly goes against the GDPR. So,
So this is where the real stuff is and the fake stuff ends, basically. So yes, this is a real law. This is a real thing. Companies are supposed to do this, but legally, many companies don't. Now, here's the place where you technically can. So what many companies do is they allow you to call them and say, hey, this is my name, this is my account number, can you please delete me off of all your servers? That, in most certain cases, works. I'm pretty sure you could try do that with Discord. It probably will work. But in the court of law, I'm guessing they would argue you could delete every message one by one yourself, which actually works with that that law. That would be legal. That would be a legal way to work around this. The issue is that deleting your account wasn't ever, nowhere there does it say delete everything about me. It just deletes the account name and the account profile picture. None of that ever was supposed to delete every bit of information you owned. So that's the issue there that he's getting hung up on. The deleting the account has nothing to do with actually deleting all of the information connected to the account.
What else does Discord keep track of? Everything. A Reddit user by the name of Cloud Racer did an interesting experiment. In 2018, as part of GDPR, Discord allowed users to download their data and also created controls for turning off how much data was collected. This Redditor wanted to see exactly how much data Discord stores and how the whole system works. What they found was that every click of a button and every word typed was tracked by Discord. This information was then stored into 5 separate folders: account, activity, messages, programs, and servers. You can find all the messages you have ever sent to anyone. And if you've ever used Discord for gaming, you're aware of the feature that tells you what games your friends are playing. Discord stores history of that too, which is just unnecessary.
You think that's unnecessary? Facebook tracks you across different apps, and when Apple said that they're going to put a optional thing to say, hey, please don't track me across different applications, please don't track me when I'm on my phone and I'm not using Facebook, can Facebook please not be running in the background on my phone? That was apparently unnecessary. You cannot stop me from tracking every other thing you do, even outside of Facebook, inside or outside of Facebook. You cannot stop me from tracking you. That, I think, is a lot more unnecessary than tracking only the information you are specifically giving Discord. Every single word you type inside Discord, that is information you are specifically giving Discord. Not necessarily I'm on a different application and you're tracking what I'm doing inside that application, if that makes any sense.
What's crazy is that everything you post or even send through a private message is not private.
Everything you send
regardless if it's in a DM or in a public server, is absolutely not private.
One Reddit user said that his friends got their accounts disabled for being under the age of 13. This was a false report because they were all above 16. But why did Discord think they were 13? Discord staff looked through their old messages of them joking around about being 12 years old because they were playing Fortnite.
1 HP. Got him. Nice. I'm gonna finish.
But if you read the messages surrounding it, you could tell that it was a joke. They emailed Discord and Discord requested selfies and a photo ID. But in the end, despite having done what was requested, Discord said that they were banned permanently.
Here's where I just say, okay, and so these people, like 2 guys or whatever, they got banned for being under 13. So there's not really that big of an issue here. I don't really understand what the whole problem is about. You probably should not be joking about being underage, but I get that in the context it made sense, all of that kind of stuff. But oh my goodness, this is such a niche on the side case. I don't actually see where this is coming from. I think somebody's just mad. That's just my honest answer to this question.
On top of moderators having access to your messages, the Mozilla Foundation said that Discord as a platform is not intended for encrypted communications. It does use standard encryption, but does not provide end-to-end encryption for its video chats.
You know why? Because encryption for video chats is friggin' expensive. Imagine every single video chat had to go through a server to encrypt the video chat. Of course, you could do it on the client side, and then but it's still expensive, and Discord has to pay for that with money they don't have. Yes, it's not encrypted. You should probably be using something else if you wanted something that was encrypted. Discord didn't say these things are encrypted, unlike other platforms that say it is encrypted, like ProtonMail, where it literally isn't, but we're not going to go there.
This makes them a massive target for hackers because it only takes one breach for everything to become public information. Even the notorious Facebook, which has had privacy concerns in the past, uses end-to-end encryption.
But yes, they may say that it's end-to-end encrypted, but who says that Facebook doesn't have like the key? There's like all of this stuff where people are always saying, yeah, it's encrypted. No, it probably isn't. The only way to make sure that everything is perfectly safe is to only store it on your PC or be running your own service. So I would not call Facebook better at this, and I don't know if they enter in encrypt video chats, but I don't think that even matters at this point. Plus, Facebook has a lot more privacy issues than just being encrypted. They are literally running an ad company. We're not going to go there though.
The question for Discord is why? This is just speculation, but since Jason Citron had a past of selling personal data in OpenFeign, wouldn't it make sense for Discord to do the same? I mean, selling data is profitable, insanely profitable, and Discord is having trouble bringing in the types of profits that selling data would. But again, that's just one theory.
It's a theory, and it's a pretty good theory, because I'd say almost every single free service has some sort of advertising, sending out your data to other people that shouldn't have your data. But look, that doesn't mean that they're profitable, and it's not that profitable for them because they don't have their own data algorithm. They're probably having to send that data to somebody like Facebook who can make that data profitable. So another reason why a person like Microsoft would want to buy it is that they can do a lot better at making more money off of that same amount of data, if that makes any sense.
The Redditor that did the experiment left a powerful statement which I summed up here. Discord's moderation team can read your messages. What would you type in a private message to someone? Your secrets, fears, your passwords? I talk to my friends and I talk to my lovers. They know a lot about me, but less than Discord does. While the platform may not be able to do anything bad with my messages, Discord staff members absolutely can. And as Jody Rels said, once you've lost your privacy, you realize you've lost an extremely valuable thing.
Number one, you should, no matter what you're using, ever text your password to anyone. Look, I've actually had people text their password to me. So I know that there are reasons to have your passwords texted to each other. Don't do it in plain text. You should probably encrypt it yourself, number one. Number two, yeah, even doing it at all, it shouldn't happen. But number two, you should probably be doing it through something you're hosting yourself, like Briar, where it doesn't go through any server. It's going directly from you to somebody else. Does that make any sense? So it's not going to Discord, it's going to your friend, and there is IP issues with that. It's peer-to-peer, but yes, you should never be sending your passwords to anyone. Number two, you've lost your privacy a long time ago. If you know anything about the Edward Snowden leaks, the government has access to all of this information and a lot more very, very, very easily. They know your location at any point in time. That is how far we're going with this. You have lost your privacy a lot long ago, and the value of something that you've lost is already zero. So I don't think that you've lost a valuable thing when you've lost your privacy. And Discord is not the first app to be taking away your privacy.
This documentary is about to take a turn. If you think that what we've talked about so far is problematic, stick around because it's going to get worse.
This documentary is about to take a turn. If you think that this has been very fact-heavy and actually problematic, you're right. And if you think it's going to get more fact-heavy and more problematic, you're wrong. Yeah, it doesn't get any better from here. It doesn't get any smarter, or it doesn't get any more good from here. It won't, nothing past here should ever stop you from using Discord. This was all maybe immoral things that people were doing on Discord. So this is not necessarily Discord's issue. But then chapter 3 was about Discord's bad moderation. Discord isn't a government body, so it doesn't need to have democratically elected people in the government of Discord. The Discord moderation team shouldn't really be part of a video called The Disturbing Truth About Discord. They kind of have some trash moderators. That's chapter 3 and 4 is they've got trash people on Discord and trash moderators. That's that summed up. I'm going to watch over chapter 5, and if there's something, then this video will be slightly longer than what it is right now. Okay, so I checked the dark web one. I'll double check exactly what he said or what he called it. But yeah, it was really nothing. It had nothing to do with the actual dark web at all. It had everything to do with the illegal activity that goes on, which is a people issue and not necessarily a Discord issue. So yeah, if you guys think that is important, which this stuff really is important, but if you think that this changes the way you look at Discord as a whole, you should probably move to something like Signal. Signal's pretty cool. Or something like Briar. Briar is also a really good decision. I would not use Briar with people I haven't met in real life and people I don't trust with something like my IP address, because Briar is a peer thing. But with Briar, no information will ever leave your phone and their phone. And, well, it might actually leave your phone and their phone because you guys can delete it completely. Like this guy was saying, you can't delete anything from Discord. But you can't really delete anything from the internet now, can you? Okay, enjoy your guys' day. Another video will be somewhere on the screen. I don't really care. Click it if you want. See you guys, and remember to say hi to your teacher for me. Stay in school, learn stuff, actually don't just stick to school and that.